Good morning, my friends. How are you? I hope you are doing fine from wherever you are in the world. On my side, I am doing fine. And here in Kenya, in Africa, it's a new morning. And yesterday in the night, it rained. We really thank God for the rains. At least received some little amount of the rains, and they are going to boost the maize and the vegetables for quite a period of time. And I was so happy. God has remembered us in the village. You know how it is stressful when you have planted something, then the rains disappear before the perfect time for you to have the harvest. But at least in the night when it rained, I had some relief. I had some relief, and I really felt motivated. And guys, I hope where you are, it rained. If you are in Kenya, or if you are in the village in Kenya, or if you are in the city, I have subscribers, different types of subscribers. Some are in the city and others are in the village. And guys, let me thank you a lot for supporting my work and subscribing and always coming back to watch my videos. I don't take it for granted. Thank you, and continue subscribing if you have not subscribed yet. Like the video and share and press the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a video, and you'll be helping my channel to grow. I am a road to 1K subscribers, and today I harvested some avocados in the garden. These are the avocados. I have never had one, and at now I feel like they are mature. And this blanket never dried up. You know, the weather nowadays is quite funny. Some days are sunny, other days are very cold. So for the blanket to dry, it needs a lot of time. And then you remember I've told you that in the night it rained. So I had to remove it from the hanging lines so that it does not the rain does not rain on it, and it returns back to zero. And I washed the blanket with a lot of stress, you remember guys. So I had to take it outside so it can dry up, and I hope by evening the blanket would have dried up. I hope so. The weather is quite chilly, and it looks like it might rain again, and I'm praying that it rain again. Those are my prayers, so that the crops can be boosted. And I left the wheelbarrow here, and it collected some water from the iron sheets, and that is a good indication that at least the rains were of good amount if the wheelbarrow managed to collect such amount of water. And today I've thought about placing this carpet in my bedroom. Nowadays, the tiles are very cold because of the cold weather. You know, here in Kenya in July, the weather is quite cold. So this is a carpet that I use for my workout. But I have thought that I can still do the workout in here because in the morning the weather is very cold. Even stepping outside is hard, and I do the workouts normally in the morning. I try to make sure that I do the workout because food here is available, and if I don't check on my body, I'm going to gain a lot of weight, and I still want to be fit so that I can do my work comfortably. So I've thought of placing it there, and I'll check if it is going to work because the tiles are very very cold. And guys, immediately after you wake up, you'll need to have the same warmth which you had while you are sleeping. And stepping on the cold tiles, it is quite disappointing. You just wake up and you feel tensed because of the cold. And guys, here in Mount Kenya, Embu County is in Mount Kenya. When it is around June and July, uh, around here tends to be cold, so it is good for me to protect myself from the cold so that I can be healthier, so to do my work. And after putting the carpet, I decided to make my bed. Making the bed in the morning helps you to at least start the day afresh, and you will know that if you want to sleep at night, the bed will be made and you'll have a good sleep. And tomorrow how I might do the general cleaning of the house, so I needed to remove all the bed sheets and the pillowcase, so that tomorrow when I'm cleaning, uh, life will be quite easier for me. I'll just wake up, take the tea, and then start washing. In the village, for me, I think if you plan yourself so well, life is simple, and life tends to be easier and better for me. I make sure that before I wake up, I have good plans for me, and I know what, after waking up, what I'm going to do from there. Then in the evening, as I always tell you, I make sure that I have some rest. I rest because this body also needs some rest. And as they always say, work with no play makes Jack a dull boy. So I always need some rest in the evening. I make sure that I do my work in the morning, then in the evening I rest and I check on what I needed to learn about, maybe about farming or agriculture, or I needed to check on something in the internet or the social media. I make sure that I check in the evening, and it helps me because even when it is time for me to prepare supper, I always feel relaxed and relieved from the stress. And I received this parcel of gift from one of my neighbor. Even when you have a lot and you have made friends in the village, will gift you. So my friend, one of my friends around here came yesterday to visit me, and they brought these bananas and some arrowroot and a sweet potato and a pumpkin. Look at that. I thank God, because imagine this can cost you some amount, but someone just gave me for free, and I thank God for them. I told you guys, immediately after relocating, I made sure that I'm living in a conducive environment around good friends and good people who we can socialize and learn from each other. And they always gift me, and they always make me at least teach me new things and things that I don't know about agriculture. I learn from them. And for me, I am a person who takes good notes of what I've been taught. And today I want to prepare the arrowroot and some sweet potato. I'm very, very happy receiving something for free. It is quite good. And I want to preserve that pumpkin because it is already cut. I have air it outside so to receive some sunlight, so it does not go into waste, because today I'm not going to prepare the pumpkin So maybe tomorrow, and if I leave it here inside, it might go bad. So I make sure that I air it outside where there is direct sunlight, so that tomorrow I can use it while it is still fresh. Let us wash our sweet potatoes and arrowroot. I think I'm going to take them in the evening. In the evening, I'll be good. Around 4 p.m. I take something for me with some tea, because at that time is the time that I normally take a rest from my work. Well, I always need something for me to eat, so I'll take them around 4 p.m. today. And I'm very, very happy. And I'll make sure when I harvest something, I take it to my friend, one of my neighbor. I take it to them. Here in Kenya, we say urudishe mkono because I have some things that I planted. Still give that my new friend here in the village. And guys, how do you prepare your sweet potato? I know me, I was raised up boiling it together with the upper coat, but for me, I remove it because I want when they are ready for heating, I'll not stress myself to remove the upper coat when they are already cooked. So I remove it and boil just like that. I don't know how you cook yours, but this is how I cook mine. But sometimes I do boil with the upper coat if I have some time. But today I am just boiling it the shortcut way because I have some other things which I need to do before I rest or I take some rest for my body to relax so I can work again tomorrow. Let me show you the magic I used to make sure that my sufurias don't get uh, what is it called? The black coat from firewood. So I apply some oil, the cooking oil, around the outside part of the sufuria if I want to cook with firewood. This is a skill that I was taught, and it helped me whenever I don't feel like I don't want the sufuria to get the black coat from firewood, because guys, boiling the arrowroot and the sweet potato, they need to be boiled uh, with something like a jiko or firewood. If you use the gas, you are going to regret. So I want to boil them with firewood, and I've already lit my fire so that I can boil them. And I think for me, I feel like boiling them with firewood is uh, quite faster. It is faster than imagining the time I would spend lighting a jiko. It will take some time even before it lights up. So, and lighting a firewood is quite easier for me. And the smoke from the firewood, the firewood were rained on. Yeah, I have told you that it rained at night, so they are producing some smoke. But we have to go on with life. I can't risk boiling them with the gas. They have already started boiling, and I know they are going to cook faster compared to a jiko. After cooking my arrowroots, I ate somewhere where I wanted to go, so I needed to take some shower. And in the village, I normally scrub my face using a scrubber. The hot sun, the dust, and the smoke. I don't take care of my skin, I might regret relocating in the village. So I make sure that I scrub my face and take good care of the face. And at least I normally feel like I'm not missing anything. And I feel girlish, for the girls, and beauty and looking good and presentable. We never get tired of that. So I normally scrub my face and use some beauty products to make sure that I maintain my skin, and to take from the hot sun. And you can't compare life here and in the city. If I don't take good care of the skin, leave it run. I've already taken a shower and I'm heading somewhere where I'll go with you guys. So let us head somewhere. And on my way, I saw these sunflowers and I was impressed. Look how they look good and beautiful. They have been planted by one of my neighbors, and look how they look. They look good. They look very, very good, and they are sunflowers, and he has blended them with some napier grass. And for me, I think they look good. And when I'm passing there, I feel so good. And I was coming to the other farm to check on everything how the farm is doing, and I realized that my beans are drying up. They need some harvesting, and I'd come with some bags to collect some. But there were some to 90% of them they are drying up. They need to be harvested. Those are some which I'm collecting or harvesting, and the maize are still healthy. They look good. I am impressed. I thank God uh, for blessing us with the rains. And today, when it rained at night, I was very, very curious. I really wanted to check how the garden it looks like. And finally, I found some which I can harvest, the ones which are not dry yet, so that I can take them back home and cook. I felt at least relieved, but I know next time I might not even harvest just a few things. I'll just harvest the dry ones and we thrash the dry ones, then do the winnowing. Uh, from there, I'll be consuming the dried beans. And this nowadays, I feel so good coming here the farm, because I know that I'm going to come out of here with something for me to take back home, not like in the days when we were farming and removing the weeds. I will go home with nothing. But nowadays, I always have something for me, like the beans, and very, very soon I know I'll be harvesting the maize. And I'll be the happiest girl on earth, checking on planting something from zero up to here. It is not easy. It needs um, uh, your commitment as a farmer and your time. You'll consume some time here, but in the end, you'll have something for you to harvest and take back home, and that is a reward from God. I have realized that we have some thorn melons in the farm. I never planted them at all. I think they are seeds or seeds from the beans which I was planting, and they are a lot. I've noticed quite a few. And guys, for the thorn melons, they are very, very expensive in our village. Like they sell two at 50 bob. Just two thorn melons, they sell them at 50 bob. And for my dear Kenyans, that is very, very expensive. And I hope they are going to grow and mature, because I normally buy them. They are good for our health. There I was checking on the maize if they are ready. The curiosity of a farmer. I was checking if there are some few maize, or I was checking if when they'll be ready. When you just touch a maize, by this time they are going to be ready. I was checking on them and I felt so good. I felt like uh, uh, screaming and crying tears of joy. It has not been easy, guys. It has one of these days I'll share a story of my encounter with the villagers here, the workers which were working for me at the farm. It was not easy. If they realize that you are not familiar with how work is done here in the village, they tend to do some things which you even wonder why are they doing such things. And at least I've survived. I've survived. These are the beans that I have harvested, and they are enough for us for supper. We are going to take them for supper. And the black jacks, and they were all filled in my trouser and the t-shirt. So I had to remove the black jacks because, guys, this farm is quite far from home. I need to take to be at least presentable so that when you look funny, people can look at you and wonder if you are still normal because the black jars were all over the shoes and the trouser and the t-shirt. Even my hair was filled with the, I don't know what they are called, the upper top of the maize, that if you pass around the maize, they pour on your head or your clothes. They were all over. I had to at least try to be decent before starting my journey to go back home as a happy farmer and someone who has been rewarded by God. And this is how people tie the goats around the forest to take some food. And after coming back home, I had to do something. So the avocados which I harvested, I need to place them in this sack so that they can ripen, and to catalyze or to fasten it, to make sure that they are ripen faster. I put them together with the banana, and within some few days I'll have some avocados because it has been some time since I ate the avocado. I think they have actually duplicated all the avocados. We consumed them and others I sold them. So it has been to try a new thing that will help the avocado to ripen faster, and that is our pumpkin. Bye bye.